meal.
Fourth meal, the podcast. I feel like we took a couple weeks off, huh, Five?
Yeah, we just ran out of fucking shit to talk about, man.
Actually, you know what it was? I think the last when we were supposed to record with Chase,
Yeah,
and then he got busy, and then we got busy, and then it just didn't happen.
we got caught up doing the merch, the Miles merch. We had to finish the rest of the orders, and we back, baby.
But we're back. We're here. Eric Dlux, DJ 5. We got Chase B. Yo, Chase B.
Yo, Chase B. Where you at? Where you at?
That's drop, bro.
On at all?
Can we hear you?
The audience isn't fucking with me, man.
You get back, like, where's the audience? What up, Chase?
Supposed to hold it down. What's good?
First of all, how does it feel to be wide open? Pause.
Whoa.
Yo.
Texas
It's just crazy.
Chase is in Houston. Texas is officially wide open. Officially, right? Did I see something on the news where today, like, Biden was trying to tell him to, like, reverse it or some shit?
I haven't really been paying attention.
I mean, open or not, I felt like Texas was already just open, like,
so
because
that's the thing about what happened yesterday. So I don't know. I guess Governor Abbott just decided to make it official and say, like, all right, whatever business it is, like, Texas is 100% open and, like, whatever. So I'm reading it just kind of like trying to think, like, what would even change in my life. But
Right.
Yeah.
And basically nothing. So, but I do understand, like, I guess little random shit like movie theaters and shit, I guess, have been, like, partially closed, and like dive bars and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be at your own risk at this point. Like, if you're gonna go to the movies or not, like, shit, man.
No, I don't think too much is gonna change. Like, to be completely honest, like, I've
Yeah.
been probably going out for like the last 8 months anyway.
Because you would think everyone in Texas would be like really happy about it, and then I'm seeing like tweets and like news, like people are like kind of outraged about that too,
Yeah, it's like, if you don't want to go out, like, the people that would be excited about it aren't excited because we've already been doing
right.
what we want to do, and the people that aren't excited about it are people that are like, yo, like, there's still a pandemic going on, and like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he like even needed to say what he said, but
Yeah.
I don't really, like, I'm still gonna have like my mask in the car and like in elevators and
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do all of that. But
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Chase earlier about that, and I was like, man, like, to me, there's certain things like I'm just gonna keep doing. Like I don't see myself at an airport on a plane without a mask. Like, we're talking about how Tokyo and like how Pharrell and he's like, oh, Pharrell's been with the mask. He's like, yeah, because he's very heavily influenced by Tokyo, and like that's their lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're really big on, being clean and respecting others and germs and this and that. And I didn't know at first when I went to Japan for the first time, people wearing the mask. I didn't know, was it because they didn't want to get sick, or does that mean they are sick? Like, I wasn't aware. And it's a little bit of both,
Yeah.
There's people that just don't want to get sick, and there's people that are sick and want to respect others.
Yeah, they're very respectful people out there in Japan, man. Shout out to Japan for sure.
Yeah, man, those nice people, man.
Nice. Is there a way to turn Chase's mic up a little bit or no? Like, his shit is a little low. I think we can adjust it after, but
yeah, I think Scotch can.
Oh, my input volume is very, very low.
There you go.
I mean, there we go. How's that?
Oh, there you go.
Shit.
There he is.
Coming in
hot.
Coming in hot.
Or,
Yeah, no. So I agree with you when you said, like, you don't know what would change in your life. Like, you were already doing whatever you were doing what felt right for you. You were being safe, but also enjoying life a little bit. Like, you can't completely stop your life if you're being careful and safe and you want to do things and do them. Like, that's just the way it is.
To be completely honest, I wasn't being the most safe. Like, I would definitely have been in clubs like a lot and shit.
I was with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like I've been doing all of that literally since like the beginning of all this shit. It's just like I'm not about to go do that and then like go to my mom's house the next day and shit.
Yeah.
Like I've probably been tested for COVID at least like 15, 16 times,
Yeah, same here, man.
Yeah, so by the grace of God, like I haven't, being sick or like whatever. But I'm not like encouraging anybody to just go and be
Yeah.
like, oh, Texas, like it's lit. Like, but just, you know, just be smart about your surroundings more than
One thing with Texas, when I was there, like in Houston, actually, the people I was with, everyone around us was always like, we've had it. That was like the thing, you know?
in like May or June, I feel like everybody in Houston had it. Like literally,
Yeah.
probably could name like 100 people that I knew personally
Yeah.
had it, like May and June. But everyone's been fine since.
Yeah.
So now that the vaccine's coming out, I feel like, you know, everybody's gonna do their thing and like, you know, what they want with that and shit, and
Oh yeah.
keep this party going. You know,
I'm ready to party, man. I got my vaccine today.
Yeah. So
for real.
five is on shot number 1 today.
Today, man.
Which
And I'm
makes
getting
it
it tomorrow.
It was crazy because like I left and I'm like, you know, everyone was like, I was a little worried, like, because people were like, oh, you know, they had little symptoms, and like we had one of the homies who was just like doing like a play-by-play every hour, and he's like, oh no, I'm sleepy, this and that. I'm like, bruh, you're sleepy every day.
His name is fucking E-Rock. E-Rock's always sleepy. E-Rock, bitch.
What's crazy was as I was driving like home, I was like, dude, I feel amazing. I feel happy. Fuck, and I'm like, damn, this is crazy, man. We're like, you know, we're like close to home stretch, man.
Yeah, no, I feel it. That's tight. I see, like Vegas is about to open up a little bit and all that type of shit. So.
Yeah,
bro. How do you feel? How do you feel about clubs and stuff? Like, do you miss the shit? Are you anxious to get back, or are you kind of just like slow motion with this still?
So, like the first like 4 or 5 months, I was like, man, this shit is tight. Like I don't have to get on a plane every day. Like I can sleep and like kick it with the homies and go to the restaurants and all that type of shit. But like for like the last probably like 2.5, 3 months, has been like really bad. I've been like dying to get back to work.
Yeah,
Even you know, I just kind of like DJing for the homies like wherever. And shit, I had that feeling of like, you know, just public, whatever the fuck we used to do and shit. So like the last like 3 months has been bad though. I've been dying to get back to work, yeah.
I was with Sujit and Angie V earlier, and we're in the car, and she asked me, she's like, how much of you enjoys like being home and like off the road? I was like, all of me. I was like, you know what? I told her this though. I was like, you know what's crazy is like, I love being home, but it just sucks that like I'm home and I can't do a lot of the shit that I wanted to do when I was on the road.
Right, yeah,
like for example, like the Rose Bowl flea market was once a month. Chase, remember I always used to try to get you to go. It was once a month, and I would always be traveling when it would hit. And now it hasn't been open the entire time. So like there's things that I have time for now that I can't do at all. And and a lot of things, you know, not just like the fucking flea market, but like time for a movie or Disneyland or a trip to Tokyo. Now that we have time. There's a lot of things where like I wish we can do now that we are technically not traveling for work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see how like, you know, being off of work for technically in like what 10 days it'll be a full year.
Yeah, 13th when we shut down.
In 10 days it'll be a full year, bro.
Which is fucking ridiculous, by the way.
It's crazy.
Out in a whole year.
A whole year. A
fucking virus took us out, man.
Who would have thought, bro?
Yep.
What do you think what was the biggest thing you learned this year?
This year, just with the whole pandemic and just being at home and everything like that.
Yeah.
Aside from like obviously like saving money and being prepared for like any like storm that might come. Just like little things, just keeping in contact with people and just checking in on people and valuing friendships and all that type of shit. You know, like all the time that people did have or didn't have. Like my whole thing was like I never really like would reach out to too much because it was just like I'll probably just run into you. You know, like I'll be in Dallas next week. I'll just see you then. You know, like shit like that. But now it's like all that shit is cut off. So it's like how much do you really care about certain people and how much do certain people care about you? You know, just all that type of shit. It just
man.
It was a lesson to learn about just like communication and just like, you know, relationships in general.
Yeah, especially like I think we all saw a lot of people disappear, like people that would come to the just to the clubs, just to drink our bottles. Like where are those guys? Bro, like there's a big crowd, there's a big amount of that crowd, and a lot of DJs listening have that same thing. I think I talked about that on the podcast before, but there's a lot of people that they don't text or call anymore.
A lot of service relationships. And shit.
You don't hear, you don't hear from them, but we won't forget that.
Yeah, right.
Not at all.
When we're back in Vegas or whatever club in Hollywood or New York, hey,
Right.
you,
What
are we doing tonight?
Yeah. Yo, the funniest thing is when you post a flyer of where you're at, and then they'll text you, "Yo, where you at tonight?"
And they just saw your story.
Texted me after I posted the flyer.
What's going on tonight? I'm in town. Oh man.
So I obviously want to tap in the streaming world with Chase, because Chase, we've been trying to get this fool on Twitch for a very long time. I've been trying to get this fool since we got on. And yep. I know you were busy making a move. You moved, and then obviously you were living in a state that was a little more open. So you were just living life when we weren't able to. Yeah. So we got it into the. I know you were doing a lot of Instagram live stuff at first.
Yeah, it was. I was doing it probably like 2 or 3 times a week, and that shit was fun. It was pretty much the same thing. It was just like, I guess the base is a little different just because it's like literally your Instagram and not people who have Twitch accounts or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it was still like I would get on there and go like for like 9-10 hours at certain times and shit. It was like
so, but then you get kicked off every 45 minutes.
That's just terrible.
What really stopped was when like you play a certain song, like the whole shit would just stop, and you got to tell people to get back on and shit like that. Well, that was like a thing, especially when I lived in New York. I was on a lot, and even here in Houston, I was doing that shit a lot.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing you. Yeah. I remember when you first went back to Houston, I saw you do a couple of IG lives. So now that you're on Twitch, what are your thoughts, man? Like, how do you feel?
I think it's super tight to me. I feel like I wish as many people, like I wish you could like link your Twitch account to Instagram or something.
They'll be there, man. They'll be there. Trust me. They'll follow you.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like, I think people are intimidated by the shit. Like they don't know how easy it really is.
That's how I was, to be honest, for real.
Yeah.
It's really, no, me too. I remember when I forgot, I think E-Rock was one of the first people I saw, and then like the chat gave me anxiety, bro. I was like, what is all this stuff? It's moving too fast. What are all these things? What does these badges mean? What is this green sword? And why does this person have that? This person has this. What is this? There was a gift box. What does that mean? Like a present? Like, I didn't know what anything meant, and I was like, I'm out.
Right.
And like it literally takes like 2 or 3 like times where you're on it, and it literally is addicting. Like
that's how I felt. Like after the first time, I was like, oh, I see why.
Yeah, exactly. It's addicting. You get hooked. So I think it's just about like slowly telling your people, because they can literally watch from Apple TV on the TV on your computer, just Twitch.tv, or on the app, and then still be on your phone. Like on Instagram Live, you couldn't be on your phone.
Exactly.
Like if you got a phone call, you're out of the person's stream. Yeah. Now it's like you can just listen to the.
Most people thought that Twitch was like only for video games and shit. So that's why a lot of girls wouldn't be involved, because there's like, oh, like even when I started, like a lot of girls around here were like, oh, so you about to be on there like playing 2K or something? I was like, nah, like DJing, like whatever.
Yeah.
So I have accounts and they just pop in, just comment a little bit and just get out,
Yeah.
So like the thing is just like, I guess with the conversion from whatever is people knowing that. And on top of that, I feel like we're kind of in a weird like in between phase of like where people don't know how much social media is too much, and like people kind of like want to shy away from like having less apps is almost like more now. She's like, oh, I don't use Snapchat, or I've deleted Instagram off my phone. It's like people kind of want to like take advantage of like having less social media and shit. So like another app to them might be like, oh, like that's too much for me. Like I'm already on Twitter and Instagram, so it's kind of like people kind of shying away from social media in general, and adding another app to that might be like a little intimidating for people.
Yeah. No, for sure. But I think what's going to happen is, and I want to ask you if people that personally have joined the platform, but I think when people realize, to me, bro, like on Apple TV in the crib, I'm blasting like whether 5's on in the morning and I'm making my coffee, sweeping the floor, vacuuming the rug. It's not like I don't feel as consumed as I do on a social media app where you're like, I feel like a loser when I'm social media too long. Like it's just like, oh, I'm taking up my day. But when I'm listening to a DJ stream and I'm going on with my chores in the house, it's a different thing, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like once people realize that that's what really Twitch is for, like it's not, obviously as us DJs, we want the engagement in the chat. That's kind of like our dance floor. When you don't see the chat moving, it feels like the dance floor is emptying now.
Yeah.
You know? So you want that busy chat, busy dance floor. That's what gives us the energy to DJ. But when I'm watching, a lot of times people don't even know I'm in their stream, but I'm just, and it's not because I'm lurking and not trying to like be seen in the chat. It's just literally because they're
on TV
and I'm like making dinner or something.
Yeah.
And like, I think when people realize like, all right, I can, listen to Chase play music and I can go do my work, literally design some shit or whatever on your laptop. Like, bro, that's when the people will like appreciate Twitch for what it really is,
Yeah.
Because how many people that you know personally have joined since you joined?
Nah, tons, bro.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Bro,
my mom's on Twitch.
Yeah, she is.
My mom calls me after every stream. She's like, "Oh, I like how you did this," or like whatever.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we're every single one.
But that's dope. See, I love that because I don't see my mom too much because she lives with my grandma. My grandma's older, and
can't pull up.
You just got to be safe. So that's her way of seeing her son.
Right, for real.
And she like it's to the point where like if I'm not streaming, she checks up like
why do
okay? How come you're not streaming? I was like, oh, I don't know, just and it's basically like a Monday night because that's like the only schedule. And I'll say, oh, I'm on later. Like this past Monday, I did a Boom Bap Monday. It's like a different stream.
Yeah.
Which is dope too. Like I love how people are coming up with parties and concepts. Like I feel like if you had your weekly party in New York at Up and Down, you had Weekday Warriors. I feel like if you took that to Twitch, and you do it, but you can also brand it like, yo, this week you would have guests on whenever you would leave on the road with Travis. Right. You would have, I would see, I don't know, Spade or someone do it. Yeah. Right. So I feel like if you kept the theme and then like have Five or me or Spade or any of the homies, do it, like that's kind of like a dope vibe too.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the consistency. Like you either got to be the person that.
No, you got to be, man.
Yeah, it's either like have your set schedule for the week, or you got to just go every day.
I scaled. I scaled back a lot, man. When I first went on, even like through IG Live, I was going Monday through Friday. I kind of screwed myself, with like an early ass schedule or whatever. And I scaled back, and I was like, you know what? I just like 1 week I'll leave town and I won't stream for a week, and then I'll come back. I'll do like 2 days, and like literally, like I was, my viewership went down just because they just don't know when I'm on, or like, they want someone more consistent. So
they just want to know when you're on, to be honest,
So now that you got a taste of the streaming shit, and we're getting closer to getting back to normal, I guess a little bit. Would you still stream here and there? Obviously not as much as you are now, but like, would you consider keeping like a weekly?
Yeah, just because obviously I don't think I would just be on there playing music, but it's just a cool platform. Like even if I wanted to like debut like some new music or like interview somebody or whatever, like that's like I'm not on the radio or anything like that. So I feel like that's just a cool platform. Yeah, probably just something weekly just to like update everybody on like what's going on. Even kind of like how the dot wave shit was. It was just kind of like every time something was like about to happen, we just hop on that shit and just like, basically just like roll it out like that. So I feel like, I will keep doing it. Obviously not every day or, how many times a week, but yeah, at least like once. Like
honestly, I think that's an incredible platform for that, bro. Like, we've had a couple artists pop in our shit for Headliner Music Club where we will debut their song. And we did another one where like YG dropped his album, and on the day his album dropped, Def Jam like got us to do a stream, like just debuting his whole album.
Exactly.
Things like that are cool, and there was a ton of people watching. Guap Dad
yeah. 4,000.
wants to do something with us soon on HMC. He was like, bro, I got this crazy record. I want to debut it with you guys on Twitch. I just got on Twitch.
Yeah.
I want to be involved in anything Twitch. Like he just loves.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. Yeah.
He plays video games, but he just wants to be involved and like help grow his shit. But yeah, it's honestly a way to connect with people, you know, because I feel like for you, you're not very big on social media anyway. So like people don't really get to know you. And then now they're getting to see you and they're like, damn, he's actually cool. Right. Like he shouts me out, he talks to me, like, and that goes a long way, right? Like that like when you finally decide to drop some merch or to have something for sale, these people are going to want to support you because they just know you.
100%.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, even just speaking for myself personally, I know that like even when the world does open back up, I know a lot of the kids in the chat aren't going to be at fucking up and down or anything. Like you're saying, like they're like 17 years old and shit. So you can't just like leave them in the dust. Be like, oh, I'm out to the club. Like I'll see y'all in 4 years or whatever.
Bro, 100%.
It's like a club for, you know, people that really aren't about to go out, even adults that don't really go to clubs like that.
Bro, you know? That's exactly it. Like, we have this debate all the time with people like, oh, once things open up, the clubs, people aren't going to be in your streams anymore. And it's like, no, man, like this is a different audience. A lot of the people in our streams, their clubs, not their thing. You know, they have families, they have kids, or like you said, they're younger, they can't get into clubs. So like, it's a different audience that this is a way of them enjoying the music and us from their home. And that's a dope thing, you know?
And just the time frame is different. I'm not about to be on Twitch at like 2 a.m. Like, you know, like it's like a dinner time thing. So it's like, you might even be like friends and listening.
I feel attacked.
Right? Yeah.
I'll be on that 2 a.m., bro, blasted.
I'm talking about when the world opened back up and shit.
Nah, right? I know.
Right. Like regular club hours, just like, you know, just being on Twitch or whatever. Like I'm like, you might Twitch before you go to work as like a warm up for yourself or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's gonna be tough. I feel like it's not gonna go anywhere. It might just get bigger.
Nah, it's been around forever. Yeah, it's gonna be bigger for sure, man.
And the best shit about it, bro, you're gonna do I don't know if you want to announce your new Thursdays.
Oh, the R&B Thursday, yeah. I feel like
Thursdays.
I think every day of the week will be tough. It's just more fun and a little more interesting for like us as DJs to like kind of push ourselves and shit. Like if I do Monday through Thursday, like I would want every day to be
yeah. You want to theme them out.
Yeah, it's, you know, like even just now, just doing the sporadic days I've been doing, it's like, all right, like sometimes I like feel like playing this, but then I'll just end up playing like new rap again. It's like, you know, it kind of gets a little monotonous and shit.
But man, they stay for you, man. Like you got some diehards, man. You were playing like Diana Ross, and these kids were just going like this old people music, but we dig it. Like,
no, I was watching this full stream one day, and that's what I love the most, man. They just want to fuck with you, like you went into a couple EDM songs.
Yeah, right. And they're just going crazy.
And then you were like, man, I might fuck around, do a full EDM set. And everyone was like, hell yeah, do it. Like they were just, they were accepting whatever you do, bro. And that's the beautiful shit.
Yeah, because it's kind of the same with listening as far as DJing. It's like we could sit here and we could listen to the same kind of like genre of music over and over again. Or like we could just like get put on to some new shit one day. Like, what else am I doing? I'm here watching it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm about to just turn this off and go like, play more fucking Fortnite or some shit, or I could just like sit here and, you know, at least there's music in the background. And that's like how you were saying, like how we're just cleaning up and doing whatever while Twitch is on. It's like I could fucking put on another bullshit Netflix show, or I could just have this shit on and hear some music.
Yeah. You know? No, I do that a lot, man. And almost every time someone's DJing, any of the homies are doing a set, like there's a good chance, like a few times during their stream, I'm pulling out Shazam, like, or like a song I forgot about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, oh, I forgot about this one. I might move this to my crate, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Like it's a good way of like kind of staying in tune with just music and the DJ world. Cause I know there's like a big, I think on Twitter, there's like a big debate of like non-streaming DJs and streaming DJs kind of going at each other. And it's just like, it's weird. Like, I'm like, I don't know, man. Cause like no one knows anything. No one knows the answers of anything. Like no one knows who's gonna get gigs from it, who's not, who is hurting themselves from it, who, you know, like I do know this. I do know a good amount of people that make more money on Twitch than they did ever in the club world.
That's wild.
Bro, they make more money on Twitch than in the club world. So I know for them, going back to normal doesn't make any sense. They're like, fuck that. They're in their room making bread. I'm talking real money, bro. Like real money.
Yeah.
And there's people that make real money in the club world that necessarily aren't making good money on Twitch, but are having a good time.
Yeah.
So it's
kind of competition. You know what I'm saying?
It's to each their own, man. There's some people want to stream, some people don't. I don't think it's bad either way. Like I think it's up to you. You're not missing out on anything. Like it's no one's saying your career is over, and no one's saying your career is getting better because you are streaming, because you can't just start streaming on Twitch and all of a sudden you're in the hottest clubs ever. Like that's not how it works.
Right.
Yeah.
So, huh? Streaming DJs are better. I heard who said that in the background, Chase?
Right, exactly.
Someone in the crowd, bro. No, but honestly, man, it's fun, bro, and it's good to see you on, because I told you right away. I was like, bro, you're gonna do well on this shit, because I know what kind of a fan base you and the whole crew have, and it's literally like fanatics.
Yeah,
you can wear anything, and they're just gonna follow you guys.
And it just with the Twitch shit, it was like, I'm not about to go a year and a half with just not DJing. Like that's not.
To me, yeah, it's practice too. You know, it's just sharpen your skills, getting your music shit up. Like it's dope, man. Like
you just about to go a year and a half without.
And I want to say something too, because Chase recently got on the shit, and we kind of went back and forth with him on equipment. It wasn't that hard to get up and running, right? Like I don't want DJs to feel like it's too late or get discouraged on like the equipment and how hard it is. Like you really got up and running in one day.
Yeah. And this is like the quote unquote like ultimate setup and shit. You know, like I know a lot of people that literally just have their iPads, you know, just locked in, whatever. They have their little OBS and you know with the iPad, and then they'll just have like their phone with the comments on it, and they're just rocking out for hours. Like you don't need this whole.
Yeah.
And like
Chase came in hot with the ill camera, the green screen, the whole vibe.
I want to set this shit up.
But that being said, you came in with the whole shit,
and it still wasn't hard
in one day. Like your first stream was green screen. Like we learned from Instagram, like it was step by step. My first Twitch stream was with my FaceTime camera on my MacBook.
Right. Yeah.
It was terrible.
Shit, mine was with my phone.
It took us months to get our shit looking the way it does now. It was like trial and error. That's why by the time you came on, we kind of knew exactly what you need. Right. But that being said, like I still know I have friends that DJ or stream from their iPhone.
Right, for real.
There's the app, I think it's called like OBS mobile. I don't know, OBS something, and it'll turn your iPhone, obviously an extra one, not your actual phone, because it'll start blowing up,
right,
like with texts and calls. But like if you have an extra iPhone, there's an app that'll turn it into a webcam, and you can literally stream, and it looks really good.
That's with a lot of those like the little random corporate gigs that you might get for like streaming, like say like Foot Locker will call you and be like, oh, can you stream for an hour for this release or whatever? They'll send you like the whole like slideshow of how to like turn your phone into the OBS and like whatever. So that's really how they were doing it.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Like even like an Instagram Live, they would like have this whole setup. I mean, what was it? That it was like a VMA thing that Sony and Columbia were throwing, and they like sent me this whole shit. They like sent a phone and all this crazy shit with like all these instructions about how to turn it. It was like for the audio to come through Zoom like the right way. It was wild. It's like this whole shit.
Dude, so I just so I'm doing a gig that Chase just did.
The Black Stream Live.
Black Stream Live for Questlove's new
nice
venture. I was in there and I got an email.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email with crazy instructions of like literally of how to check your internet speed, what it's supposed to be, download this, do that, like step by step, like really streaming 101. I was like, damn, I almost want to like copy and paste it.
That's crazy.
It's detailed from like step by step what plug to use and what this. And
Now, were you missing anything from that list, or you were good to go? You were like, we're pros, man.
I was like,
We were like, yeah,
my setup is better than what's on that.
yeah.
I was like, all right, skip this, skip that. I got this, I got that.
Yeah.
Better.
I just you just copy the stream key and then put in there like, I guess if they send you like a different URL for your whatever code you like where
yeah.
and for their server and shit, and you're good.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, now, who wants a virtual stream? Like, I can do an hour for you. Be like, who else needs one, bro?
Well, bro, think about it. Now, think about it. Now you're set up for like real corporate streams, because I'm pretty sure you've turned down a few.
You
weren't set up.
In between, exactly, yeah. I just wasn't ready for it. And I don't feel like doing the whole setup and plugging in this and like sound checking. It's just like, like, don't even worry about it. Like, y'all seen my shit before, like,
bro. That's amazing, man. I'm glad your ass is on. What's going on music wise?
Man,
Did you take a lot of downtime to be in the studio too? Because that's what I feel like. I was like, well, shit. Chase isn't streaming, but he's putting out music. Like, that because around the pandemic was when Franchise came out, right?
I mean, everything pretty much. I'll put, how many songs did I put? I think other than Mayday, every song came out during, because Casino was first. Casino came out in like April, I want to say, with Ashton.
Oh, so that was during the pandemic too.
Oh shit.
Every song I think came out during, the Casino was like April. I want to say Cafeteria was like August.
That's right.
Franchise was like right after that, and then For Me was like, no, For Me came out right before Franchise. So it was like all of these things were just kind of like, and like over the summer, like probably like August, September, that type of vibe. So that was like a big thing with me, just putting music out is so fucking hard, especially when you're not the actual like quote unquote rapper or artist or whatever.
Yeah, because it's a waiting game.
It's a waiting game. So
even after the music's done, it's the legal.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So even now, like I've had my album's pretty much been done for like 6 months and shit. It's just when is the world gonna open back up? Like, should I wait? Should I put it out now? Like, however.
I went to the studio with Chase like a few months ago now, right?
Probably like 2 months. Yeah.
Like 2 months ago. Whew.
Got some shit, man.
Chase Lee. All we gotta say is Chase Lee.
Right. Yeah. Nah, it's so much shit. It's tight, man. I'm really proud of the album and shit. There's a lot of like really special moments on there and whatever. So I feel like I'm just gonna take this month and just fine print everything's mixed master, all that type of bullshit, and just be ready to put out. And then definitely before like all this world opened back.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it was easier getting artists to record because they were just stuck?
Hell yeah. That was like the best shit. That was like the best part of coming to LA was like, all right, y'all not going to Delilah until 3 a.m. Like, bet. Like, we can go to the studio at 8 p.m. and actually get some shit done. Like, finally. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
before.
True.
It's hard to turn shit down now, man, because they know you ain't doing shit.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, we're going to the studio at 10. Like, all right, where you going to be at? It's like, are you going to say dinner? Like, no. Because I was there, there was no outdoor dining, no indoor dining, no nothing.
But Chase can't blame the artist for that one, bro. I was in the studio with him and fucking Sycamore, and they're rushing to go to Delilah too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was good for both of them. It was just like,
yeah, it's good for everybody.
Yeah, it's like I'm actually in the studio now because I work in such like ways where like sometimes I just want to be in the club, just shit and get inspired by that.
No, it's important, bro. Like you really do get inspired. Like a lot of people will leave the studio, go to the club, and then go back to the studio and finish some or like start something fresh that they just got inspired by.
Word. So yeah, it was a good little period to get everything. I'm like literally like aside from like all the like mastering shit and whatever, I'm like 98% done. Like there's like literally everything I want to do.
Hell yeah.
So you're doing a whole album.
Yeah, no, it's a project for sure. All the older singles are gonna be on there, like at the end, like Casino, Mayday, all that shit's gonna be on there at the end. But there's probably like 8, 9, or 10 new songs that are gonna be on there. So
dope, hell yeah.
By when? By summer, maybe?
Definitely by summer. Honestly, like I want to put it out by my birthday, which is May 11th. So that's like my goal. So you know what I'm saying, if I can get everything done before then, the world can have it.
Yeah. Have you guys played any like snippets on Twitch or anything?
Not any new shit.
The kids be asking, man.
I know, yeah. And the thing is, I don't have a problem with that, especially like as a DJ, just because that's kind of the point is for me to like promote shit in like my own way or whatever. And that's why over the summer, me and Don were just like dropping leaks just left and right because it was like, all right, let's be careful about this and that. And we just kind of had a buzz for it. But you said what?
What happened with the project with you? Because I see in your chat, everyone's
the songs are coming out. It might not be as expected, but all the songs are gonna come out. So I'll just leave that at that. But what was I saying? But it just turned into like all these songs have been kind of like floating around the internet for like almost a year now, and it's just like, damn, like them shits never did come out yet. So now I don't want to like just start that train over again and like all these leaks and it's like, well, is this coming out? Like you played this other one, 6 months ago, and that one never came out. So it's like I don't want to like keep previewing shit and it not actually coming out. But if I have a date, I'll preview whatever.
Yeah. When it gets closer.
It's
There's
close.
a song that I've been hearing for 2 years that there's
yeah. I know that song.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one.
Like,
so that was the one. That was the one.
Is that one done?
No, that's one.
Still not done.
That's the one that it's just one more piece that I need.
Wow.
That one's crazy.
That one, yeah, that's the one I need one more piece on that shit.
Okay.
It's just one thing I got to go pull up and just handle that. But
yeah, that one needs to get done, bro. All right, let me go to our Instagram. There's a couple like comments people are asking, and then we can wrap up. So Jamie _selects said, what's something about Vegas DJing you've learned over the years that you would tell your new to Vegas self back in the day?
Man, something that I've learned over the years that I'll tell my new Vegas self today. Man, I don't know if it's something I would tell myself differently. Because I kind of came in with the right mindset, which is like be very observant of just like everything around you. Because in Vegas, it's not. I feel like in New York, it was very like not more of a curated crowd, but it's kind of like a little more like-minded.
Yeah.
Every city, not in New York, but like LA's a little more. Everybody's kind of on the same type of page.
Like newer shit,
and just just like LA, you're obviously gonna play a lot more West Coast shit. New York can play a lot more East Coast shit, whatever. Vegas was not like that. Maybe on like a local night, maybe like a Wednesday or something, you might get more of a West Coast crowd or whatever.
Right.
But in Vegas, like you literally every single table is something completely different.
Yeah.
Like you really got to cater to all that shit.
Yeah.
And that's like your main job. So I kind of came in there with that mindset. It's just there's a lot of music that I probably didn't know that would work. That I just learned over the years and shit, like a lot more like rock, like classic rock and shit like that, and just party breaks and like just how to keep energy like literally from not falling down, because it's really hard to like with hip hop music to not lose the energy, because
for sure
2 hours you're gonna have some type of fall down and shit. But in Vegas, like they really expect you to keep it at a certain point for the entire however long you're spinning. So
the energy level has to just
you got that
literally, bro. The hell has to stay at its peak.
That epic video of you playing "We Are Young" is still
that shit. That was in London, right?
I was in London. Yeah.
Well, you did it again at Marquee.
But you did it in Vegas.
I was there. That shit was crazy.
That shit looked crazy.
But the original video was from London.
Yeah.
So how about you? 5 answer that, because I feel like 5 is you've been in Vegas longer than.
I mean, I think like
you were in Vegas before AM got to Vegas, right?
Yeah. I was doing Babies and all the other clubs. But I mean, what do I tell my new Vegas self is just I would just take more chances now, because for the past 10, 15 years, I was just playing the Vegas set. And I was, me, man, I was like always been a creative DJ, like on vinyl and like even early Serato, like I was, do like a lot of tricks. And then I just got into that mode where I was just like, it just became a job. But now it's like going back. I mean, the shit we've learned from Twitch, like the shit we've been doing.
I feel like you back then, or that was you back then, bro, Chase.
Yeah, basically.
Talk about maybe 12, 13 years ago, I would DJ somewhere, I'd get off, and I would go over to Tao, because he's still on. I would walk in, and I'm hearing the illest Motown set you'll ever hear, bro. Like, going crazy. And I'm talking like song selection, the transitions, everything I was losing my mind. I might have been a little drunk.
The club was going nuts too. There was like 3, and this is a time where like Vegas. What's crazy was there was openers, but there was no closers. So you go on 12:30, and you play till either 4, 4:30, 5, or 6, depending on how busy it is.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is sidetrack. 5's voice is getting deeper and deeper. Is that a vaccine side effect?
It could be a side effect, man.
Your voice just got deeper. You got the vaccine. So
well, I'm a little dehydrated, so I'm drinking some liquid IV. But yeah,
Get
Yeah, that
Fauci
was
on the
like sounds like he's losing his voice, guys.
I'm about to turn sexy, dog.
phone.
What's good, Jay?
Wait, so you wish you would take more risk, but me going back, you used to take the risk.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Like you stopped because you real like do you think you stopped because you realized the crowd changed? Like now it's like a little different. Like do you think
Yeah. Like the music,
crowd is still open for like creativity and random Motown sets? I feel like
I
don't
think
know, man.
I think it will work, man. I think it because I think we're gonna go back to like smaller venues, and like, I'm not saying like do a full on Motown or like like obscure like rap tracks. I'm just saying like here and there, and sprinkle in, and we'll still do our like top 40 pop, whatever, like high energy sets, and just as far as like doing like live remixes or like live acapella shit, like bring all that shit back from like the 2000s,
Yeah.
and just making DJing fun again. Not not trying to
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Not trying to quote the
Our
You said
guy.
what?
yeah man. Nah.
Into what? All right. Anyway, Ryan Downing. Ryan Downings, he said, are you eager to accept gigs in states that are now opening up, like Texas or Florida, for example? Well, first of all, Chase is from Houston, Texas, so that's open. And I feel like Five's been to Texas. He's been to Austin and Houston.
Love it. And I'm
But
going back.
Right.
so yeah, I guess Five is eager. Chase is just in it, has no choice. Me, I'm not eager. I'm kind of like I'm eager to get back to like Vegas.
Yeah.
To be honest, like that's the
Um
place I want to go. Like I'm not in a rush to go anywhere else.
like I'm
But
not eager. I'm not like telling my agent, yo, I need to book this. I need to book this. The gig comes, I look at it. I'm like, if I can make a whole weekend out of it, and like last time I went, it was fun. I had a good time. I probably won't go to like some random, I won't go to like anywhere in the Midwest just for like a random check. Like, nah, I want to go to somewhere I like too. So
Even here, like I could have been DJing every weekend if I
Yeah.
wanted. It's just like I'm not eager at all to. I've done it like
Yeah.
once or twice just because it might be like a super special weekend, and I just wanted everybody to kind of have that feeling or whatever, and I
Yeah.
just want anybody else to DJ, and I was like, nah, like I gotta DJ tonight.
yeah.
But other than that, like if I was eager to DJ, I'd be DJing for real.
Yeah,
'Cause
no, for sure. You probably DJ.
yeah, but I'm just.
so are the big clubs open in Texas,
Oh yeah.
or are they
Yeah.
just like lounges and bars?
Oh, there's.
There's clubs.
Oh yeah, I went to a
There's
big
like,
club.
there's like two big ones that aren't, but for the most part, everything.
Yeah,
Is Aura still open?
You said what?
Aura's closed.
Aura.
I think they opened something else.
Or I think closed on some whole other shit. But or the big ones that are closed, Cake has been closed like this whole time. That was like a really big one.
Yeah,
And
hardest.
Hard's
Spire. Heart's open. Spire owns another club that's open.
Yeah.
It's more, outdoor spot.
That shit is open. Like that shit. They've been all been.
Well, what am I? I'm playing another spot, like a rooftop spot. So Rise.
Some shit like that.
Yeah,
That's in Houston.
yeah. I'm going there early, hang out with Chase, get some barbecue.
Right.
Yeah, bring me back some space hats.
Oh shit! Yeah, we need more.
We need to find out what blanks those are. We gotta find out. All right, last one. Official always. Official always. Tips for promoting yourself to your local bar and club scene. How to land new gigs or approach venues to host DJ, dance nightclubs, bowling alleys, skating rinks. So basically, he wants tips on how to promote himself during like times like this.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like Twitch and SoundCloud.
Yeah, so-
SoundCloud was a huge one for me, to be honest.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that was like really how I like came up in the world. Really, it was like SoundCloud and just
Oh wow, that's dope.
streets need that mixes and like
Oh yeah.
all that type of shit. Just because it was like something for, it was not like so much like technically, but it was just like this is what you might hear from me if I was to play here, like whatever.
Yeah.
But the SoundCloud was huge for me though. That shit was really big.
Yeah. Would you say this is Twitch is like the new Twitch is like interesting, man, because it's like SoundCloud, but it's live. It's literally the new radio. It's the new radio.
It's radio, man. Radio, live TV, basically.
It's a new
People,
radio.
people. I have homies who do cooking shows. I make coffee and DJ, and you have your wine night. Like it's like a a variety show, kind of.
Like, the variety show, yeah, work.
And Zach's got his thing. His is like a real variety show. Like he's got segments and shit.
No,
Four Color Zach.
Four Color Zach has a TV show.
He has a TV show.
Like
Yep.
TV show, bro. Yeah, he's doing his thing. And it's crazy because a lot of people may argue that like, oh, well, Twitch doesn't fucking matter. Like, when was the last time you saw a club owner or a booker in your chat? And it's like, yeah, that's one thing, but you know, there, like, this is a weird example, but like, Sujit is a DJ booking agency, right?
Right, he's lurking all the time.
Sujit is on there, and there's people that are now.
These people aren't in your stream. You don't
Bro,
know.
Yeah, you don't exactly. You don't know, but dude, Sujit he's signed DJs to scam based on their success off Twitter.
Yeah, you don't know
like, think about it. So now they're going to be in clubs that Sujit gets them because of that. So there's many ways, man. The one thing you don't want to do is sit back and do absolutely nothing. And if it's not streaming, work on music or, you know, build friendships. Friendships more importantly than relationships, you know, like friendships and like meet people, show face, do this, do that, support local bars, local restaurants.
Yeah.
Ask for a guest slot, you know. Don't if you want to
make sure
make sure
you're a good DJ also.
Be good first.
Be good too.
Yeah, be good and then and take and drink a lot here to practice.
Take a lot of shots and just get drunk.
Yeah.
And hold your liquor. People like that.
God, I feel attacked. Nice.
Right. People like people that can hold their liquor. That's like a real thing.
What is it?
People just like people that can hold liquor for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
A sign of respect.
I don't want the sloppy fucking. Whew. I've had some sloppy streams, but I've had some pretty good ones.
Shit.
But in the club, bro, like I rarely black out in clubs. You know why? Because there's a set time.
Yeah.
On a stream, I lose track. Bro, I'm 5 hours in at some time. It's crazy.
I've done 15 hours blacked out.
And then I'll like crawl. I'll crawl to my bed and then like go to sleep, wake up like the fuck, and I'll go to my stream room. Everything's turned off. I'm like, oh, I don't remember doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just wild, man. Wow.
Amazing. But yeah, yo, Chase, thank you, bro. I know you got to go to this Rockets game and see them lose, but but thanks for your time. Make sure you follow.
Thank you, man.
It's Yo Chase B on Twitch, and then OG Chase B on Instagram. Yeah, where's the crowd? On Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, I guess we'll be waiting for some music.
For sure, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
All right, Chase.
Have fun at the game. Peace.